Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we are trying the 1000 Swords artifact. This sword on the paper looks great, but is it better than the artifact I had recently? Remember that I had the Call of Justice here, the Scale of Justice, and that stuff is healing me a lot in the battle, so against the tank it can help a lot to survive. Or I had before that the Fate artifact, which is one of the best artifacts by far in the game. It is increasing by a lot my attack, my defense, my final damage resistance, and over time it is giving me some extra stats. Final damage boost, attack speed, pile attack speed, energy regen speed, final crit damage, final pile crit damage, final skill crit damage, and as I said before, final victory percent. Yeah, this is exactly what it gives to me. I'm using that sword to beat tanks, and we are gonna see the difference, alright? So this is the one I have equipped on my character right now. I'm just gonna, just in case, equip the design so you can't we can't mistake that. I don't even know if we can say that, but whatever, you know what I mean. Let's go in PvP. I'm gonna try against Mats. There we go. So for now I have the purple sword, alright? Let's go in battle. Let's see what is happening when I'm using the purple sword. Already pretty nice damage at the beginning, even though he had the Guardian. Now he doesn't have the Guardian anymore, so he's taking a bit more damage. He's gonna have the Guardian again. Yes, so I need to wait until I kill the Guardian. Perfect, let's go. And now I have a crazy burst and he's gonna die in a second. There we go, he's already dead, alright? That is Mats. If I try that against some other Sacred Hunter class with a lot of basic attack damage, it can happen, alright? I don't have time to deal enough damage. I am dying too fast. This is just because Mats have a different build than others. He's a bit weaker than some others. I need to try versus Serio. You're gonna see the difference is huge today. I can't manage to beat him. If I can find him. Oh, he was here. Come on, Serio. Where are you, my friend? Alright, same build, but versus another Sacred Hunter with way more basic attack damage. Look at what is gonna happen. I'm gonna die way faster. Look at my health. Alright, the Guardian is dead, so I can start dealing some damage, but look at that. It already procced my Cinewolf, and I just don't exactly know why, but I'm dealing less damage. I'm healing less. He's very close, but I'm gonna die. Oh, I was able to win. That is pretty funny, though. Probably because I obtained the new artifact, so I have a bit more global attack than before. And yeah, because I tried yesterday, I didn't have the new artifact, so it made a difference. Probably purchasing stats with the real money is pretty promising in the game, let's say that. Alright, so guys, it is time to try the new artifact that time. I'm gonna equip it. I'm gonna equip the design as well. So what is it doing exactly? Ignore crit and ignore counter increased by 12% for the entire battle. But you want to have that kind of stat when you're facing DPS classes, right? The thing is that the Chrono Artifact is still the best way to go if you are facing DPS classes, because you have the extra life plus the other stats in battle, which is helping way more normally than the ignore crit and the ignore counter. Then, every 11 seconds, you are having some stats increase plus extra damage on the target. Damage that can crit. Just not the skill damage. The skill damage never crits on the artifacts, but 4000% skill damage, 800% current basic attack damage, combo damage, counter damage that can crit to all enemies, ignoring the damage immunity. You remember about that? This is what was doing the Pixel universe, right? So it seems very promising. Plus, it is increasing, it is reducing the combo damage risk, counter damage risk, pile damage risk of the target by 24% for 6 seconds and even every 11 seconds. So on the paper it looks very, very promising. But what is it doing in PvP? This is what we are gonna see. Alright, let's get in battle. Gotta purchase that. Try to find Mats and Serio. Alright, Mats is here. And I need to try against a player who has a crazy amount of counter damage raise. That would be probably even better. Did you see the burst at the beginning of the battle? That was pretty nice. Alright, so I'm gonna deal some more damage. That was the burst of the artifacts. Then it proc the Cinder Wolf, and for now I have less damage. I'm taking more damage, so it is less efficient. I was closer to die, closer to lose than when I used the other sword. Let's try to find Serio that time, and you will see that the difference is gonna be huge. The thing is that the Fate's sword, the purple sword, is increasing my final damage res by 10%, which is insane. So I can survive longer and have more offensive stats. Here it is not the case, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die super fast against Serio. Because the result was very close with the Fate sword. Alright, I have my burst. He healed thanks to the Chrono artifact. My life is almost full. You know what? The result is almost the same, but I died because, as I said, I'm more squishy than before with the other sword. So now it is time to go change my build, use the Warbringer versus DPS build. And I need to retry versus DPS that time. I'm gonna try against Rin. He has the same build as mine. That's another Warbringer. Let's see what is happening. So first of all, I have the Chrono artifact, alright? First try, and then I'm gonna try the new artifact. Yeah, even though it is equipped on my character on the design, this is the Chrono artifact. Look at that, I healed. Now the Guardian is dead, and I won the fight. Because I'm using the back accessory that he doesn't have, and I can heal a lot and survive longer. This is the only reason why I'm beating him, because on the paper he has more stats than me. And that time it is time to change the artifact, and I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna die super fast, alright? Let's check it out. This is not the back accessory, but this is the one I was talking about. This is by far the best artifacts for DPS classes. Alright. New artifacts. Let's die. Pretty sure that I'm gonna die very fast. The Chrono artifact is just insane in comparison with the others. Insane burst to begin with, but look at that, a cheat amount already. And a cheat amount on him. Of course, I couldn't win that. What if I use the Cinder Wolf with that? Is it gonna change anything? I don't think so. Because I won't have the immunity, so I will die. Alright, pretty nice burst to begin with. Already procced the Cinder Wolf. Cheat amount. What the hell? Wasn't expecting that. I won the fight? I won? He was using the cheat amount plus the Chrono artifact, and with all of this, I won the fight and it was easier than before? Oh my god. Alright. I wasn't expecting that, guys. I wasn't expecting that. So I'm gonna retry versus that guy over here. That's a very strong Plum Monarch with a lot of more power than me. Go back in the family shop. I need to purchase some tickets. I need to retry that. This is pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. It's never happening with the other sword. The thing is that with this one, you have a crazy burst to start the battle with. And so it is helping me a lot, it seems like. Alright, let's see what is happening versus a very strong Monarch. He has crazy stats. Look at that. 22,000 million attack, 2,000 billion HP, and a pretty high defense too. Let me check the combo multiplier. 60,000. Insane. Insane. I was losing. I couldn't beat that player before, and I'm pretty sure I still can't beat him. First of all, he's taking less damage than Rin. It proc the Cinder Wolf, but I can't heal. He's blocking my heal and I'm already dead. And what was that? You want to see the difference when I'm using the cheat amount and the other artifacts? So let's see that. Cheat amount plus the Chrono artifact. Just don't know why my character didn't heal. This is weird. Probably he has a lot of things to prevent players from healing. Yeah, look at how fast I'm dying, but at least I can survive a bit longer that time. Yeah, and of course, there is a huge difference. There's a huge difference. The thing is, it is adding to me some ignore counter. So when I'm using the new sword, I'm just gonna check that real quick. I think I have it equipped on my character right now. Yeah, but I want to do that with the DPS class. All right, let's come back to that. Let's use the Cinder Wolf. Let's check my stats. 63% ignore counter. If I can try to have more than that, it might help a lot. And what is the other stat it is reducing? Okay, the ignore crit. So it is helping a lot to beat other Warbringers. In fact, this is it. It is helping against Warbringers. If it had some more ignore combo, it would have been even better. And I think I need to continue working on that with the divining path, in fact, because if I go back here, I have a red one, ignore counter plus 12% almost, which is insane. So maybe I need to reconsider my stats right here. I need to work on another set to try to have more ignore stats. So my DPS class would become even better, I guess. I need to continue working on that. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comment below, guys. Have a really nice day. That was Akhtar. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.